But whenever I see people who look like this, they radiate so much insecurity that it actually gives me, like, sympathy discomfort. If I was around him, I feel like even though this dude's a sex trafficker, I would feel like this overwhelming empathetic urge to, like, offer him, like, a tissue he can cry into, or, like, a water bottle or something. I don't know. Because he's not okay. Speaking of Sigma males, did anyone see this banger on Twitter? What's this guy's name?
Girls' holidays every other month. What would you do if I was going on girls' holidays every other month?
I'd have to shut that down. I think it's disrespectful.
Do you go on a lot of holidays?
I can do whatever.
Look at this Pitbull. Look at this Pitbull looking motherfucker. Goddamn Sigma. Actually, I think personally that he looks ridiculous, but, you know.
I want. You're with me, you don't want to. We go on holidays together, we go places together. When I have to go places with just the boys, you stay home.
It could just be like women just go on holiday to have fun.
And men will try and sleep with you.
So? Does it mean the women are?
Correct.
This is what I'm saying. You
agreed.
No,
agreed.
No, but you have a warped reality.
It's not warped reality, because we agree.
Yes, you do. Okay.
We agree.
Okay.
No, you're not moving on to the next question.
We are moving
no, we agree.
Okay.
Do you guys, so right off the bat, do you guys want like a quick self-esteem pointer right here? Okay. If you wear shades indoors like this, you are like 2 bad days away from killing yourself. If the energy this guy is projecting, like through his presentation right here, is literally like if the next time I talk to my dad, if he doesn't tell me he's proud of me, like that's it, you know. These are like the most. He's an actual human trafficker. That makes sense to me. That fits. Wait, is this the guy who posted that pic that went viral, which was like, I never seen a movie. You guys look at Batman, I have this fancy car. Is this that guy? Or is that a different crazy guy? Wasn't he married to like a famous lady or something? Okay, yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. He's a kickboxer and his eyes have been f***ed up. He's photosensitive. Yeah, something tells me that the choice of shades here has very little to do with medical necessity. Yeah, it's Andrew Tate. Where's the meme about the not seeing movies? No. Anyway, the reason why he wears shades is because without them he looks like this. You can always tell. If you, I'm Googling him now, and like in every photo, this guy either is wearing the shades and is like fronting hard, or he's not wearing them and looks like he doesn't want to be photographed. I'm telling you, man, you know, shades lie. They lie to you. Why is his face a different angle than his head? Even his face is trying to get away from him. Yeah, I can't find that meme, dude. God damn it. Whatever. Is this the meme you mean? Yes! This one. Classic. Never seen Star Wars. None of them. Never will. Oh my god, you're missing out. Maybe. You're missing out on being a multimillionaire. Keep your movie. It's so fucking good. Here you go about the sex trafficking. Police raid MAGA king. Of course, obviously it's MAGA. King of toxic masculinity, human trafficking investigation. Oh, wait, this just happened. Holy shit, this like just happened. Prominent pro-Trump. It's because all Trump supporters are sex traffickers. This is true. The kickboxer, Trump supporter. Oh, hey, PJW and Posobiec. We got it. Anyway, this is always going to be one of those, like, this is confidence to a person with no confidence, you know? Like, it's like this is a stupid man's idea of what a smart man looks like kind of deal. But whenever I see people who look like this, they radiate so much insecurity that it actually gives me, like, sympathy discomfort. If I was around him, I feel like even though this dude's a sex trafficker, I would feel like this overwhelming empathetic urge to, like, offer him, like, a tissue he can cry into, or, like, a water bottle or something. I don't know. Because he's not okay.
We agree. You're right. They're going to try, and you're not going to let them. I agree. If I walk out to the car park, it doesn't matter how good the locks are on my car. If someone's trying to break into my car, am I going to let them keep trying? No.
Michaela Peterson went on a vacation with him while her dad was in the hospital. Yeah, I think I remember that. Michaela Peterson, JP's daughter. This dude. Almost certainly.
It's disrespectful. It's mine, and no one comes near it because it's mine. No one's going to try and steal it. For me to put it in a place where people are going to try and steal it is nothing less than irresponsible. My female is taken care of and has a fantastic life. She does not need to go on holidays to fucking Mykonos and be a hoe on some random table. Some random table because her friend met some dude on fucking Tinder. No, stay home. Stay home.
This dude's getting Nam flashbacks here. Holy shit, that got specific at the end.
Responsible. My female is taken care of and has a fantastic life. She does not need to go on holidays to fucking Mykonos and be a hoe on some random table. Some random table because her friend met some dude on fucking Tinder. No, stay home. Stay home.
She does not need to spend her time with any Joseph, who she met at the airport during her travel, and she certainly does not need to spend an entire weekend at a hotel with him. And frankly, the fact that you think it's okay for her to give him roadhead while he drives her back to my place afterwards is fucking disgusting. It's very specific. I like that. Hope he's doing okay. I don't really. I don't care if he's unhappy, but you know. What is this? Vermin like this, I think.
Not really love women. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman, if someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men by myself and risk my life to protect her. I believe that women are beautiful creatures. I just don't think that they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations.
Wait, from this guy, this guy can barely control himself. Okay. That's good. Ladies, do we have any? We can pause this for a panty changing break if you all need a moment.
I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason, I would never drop my children in an all-male nursery. I think that's strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery. Women do. Wait,
aren't nurseries the places where babies are at hospitals? Wait, what? I don't think you drop. Does he mean daycare? Is that what does he mean daycare? Wait, is he saying preschool can be referred to as nursery or daycare? Oh, is that like a cultural difference? Okay, different term. Wait, he wouldn't want his 2-year-old daughters to be around 2-year-old boys? Okay. All right.
Certain things and men do certain things. And we live in a world now where the whole idea of the roles has been conflated to the fact where if I come along and say women are better with children and men are better at fighting, that I'm somehow fucking sexist when it's clearly true. There's nothing wrong with stating the facts. It's the truth. I not really love them.
Nice. I don't know why the fuck they had to add music to that. This dude's viral TikTok compilation, apparently. No, we can't watch anymore. It's all the same. Do it? No, it gets bored. All right.
I don't believe in depression. Don't message me about depression because I don't believe in it. If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But if you don't believe in ghosts, it's the wind and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power by believing in them. Your house is only haunted if you believe in ghosts. Belief is a powerful thing. If I were to stand in front of you, and I were to tell you that I could punch you as hard as I can in your sternum, and I could fracture it and send a splinter into your heart, would you allow me to?
This is an incredibly shitty tattoo. When did he get this? Did he get this after becoming wealthy? Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
Your heart, would you allow me to try? You wouldn't because you know I believe I can. I believe I can hurt any man on the...
What? Okay.
...the planet. And that's why people are afraid of me. And you believe depression is a crippling disease. And that's why you're afraid of it.
This man has no dick. Well, if this guy did have a dick, he probably wouldn't need to, like, try this hard to front to women, right? I have to assume this is a component of dickless compensation. Don't do trans men dirty like that. It's a spiritual dicklessness. Trans men have more dick than this guy. In every conceivable sense.
Breathe air. You don't need.
Or I guess I should say, have you ever seen a trans man embarrass himself like this? This is, look, huge credit to trans guys, by the way. I can't take 2 steps on Twitter without seeing trans women tripping over themselves to be the most embarrassing human alive. But every trans man on that platform is holding a frame. Feet planted squarely. Stance grounded. Frame held. Big respect. Fuck Angel, though. Yeah, well, I don't see him on the TL, and he gets ratioed every time he tweets anything.
Vape. Have you ever seen anyone with a vape? Have you ever sat in a room? So we go, wait, oh, let me just go. My vape's done charging. Load it up.
Zan?
And then some motherfucker's like, oh, it's bad for me. Duh. The how are people surprised by this shit? And now they're all over Twitter and on the news. Maybe we should do something about it. No, don't do anything. If you're so fucking stupid, it didn't cross your mind at some point that permanently sucking on this vape was going to damage you in some way, you deserve what happens to your dumb ass. And what kind of parent lets their 16-year-old vape anyway? If I had a 16-year-old son, he's like, I got a vape. Get the fuck out of here, vape. Do some push-ups. You ain't got time to vape. You got to do
This is such weak stand-up. I guess it's better than him rambling about how if women aren't literally like crucified so they can't move, that they'll cheat on him or whatever. But it's very weak stand-up. Jin Teresh, I will never watch this video ever. I will never watch it because you keep linking it. I was gonna watch it. It was actually the next thing we were gonna do this stream. But this is the 17th time you've linked it, and because of that, we're not watching it. You should know how this works. You've been here long enough. Jin, I should ban you. Hey, watch this video. Hey, watch this video. Unrelated thing. Unrelated thing. Unrelated thing. Unrelated thing. Unrelated. Hey, watch this video. 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 Unrelated thing. Unrelated thing. Unrelated thing. Unrelated thing for a while. Is that it? Did we do it? Okay. That's the recent. You gotta chill. I'm not watching it. Mod them right now. Yeah, they'd love that, wouldn't they? We can't reward bad behavior.
push-ups. I didn't even decide. I realized yesterday that I can actually, genuinely, right now, nothing is stopping me from becoming Batman. Nothing.
Dude, I can't. These are so cringy, dude. I can't do it, man. Holy shit. It would be so funny if he wasn't being serious, but the fact that he is being... Oh my god. No, he's memeing. No, he's not.
I have a Batcave.
Okay, yep.
I have an Alfred.
Okay,
I have a Batmobile, a Bugatti.
yep,
I can fight.
yep.
Rich as
You can afford body armor and all the crap that
all the
Batman
crap. I
needs.
can buy it all. I'm charismatic. There is nothing stopping me putting on a suit and being Batman.
Okay, can I can't play the song in full because of copyright. The song that's playing here, you guys recognize it from the Batman, right?
And being Batman.
Okay, can I be real? This shit, Nirvana, yeah. But like when it was in the movie, this shit slapped harder than it's ever slapped before. Okay, maybe I just have a little edgy Nirvana grunge boy inside of me. But when that shit dropped in the movie, I was fully right fucking there. I was right. I know it's a good song. I'm just saying that song was used to perfection right there, you know? It was employed. Yeah, it slapped hard. Holy shit. I still haven't watched the movie. It's a really good movie. Unfortunately, the first person the Riddler kills was before the movie start. It was actually the editor of the entire project. So they had to continue with the movie with no editing. Every single bit of footage that they shot, they had to use in the film, which is unfortunate. But you know, outside of that, everyone else was bringing their A game. God damn! Holy shit! I feel like this guy's 50% serious, 50% memes, kind of like when 4chaners meme. No, when 4chaners meme, that's not memeing. Okay, let me explain the difference. All right, really, really, really important. Okay, so. Sarcasm and irony have to be employed distinctly when they're used in order for them to work. If you are making a joke or saying something that's like kind of a joke but kind of plays on elements of your belief, it has to be it has to be distinguishable. But if you can't do that, then what you're doing is you're doing like the Schrodinger's radical thing, which is like incredibly cringe. The end state of this point is the fact that the average 4chaner doesn't actually know what they believe. The average 4chaner, it's not, the average 4chaner isn't memeing, because when you're memeing, you're saying things that you don't believe. But the average 4chaner has been marinating in a pool of irony for so long that they can no longer distinguish between the things they do and don't really believe, and it's just contextual. Whether or not they believe it is determined by whether or not it's advantageous for them to believe it at that moment. This is critical to the psyche of fascism. And I mean that sincerely, by the way. This is where, you know, all that 1984, like, duck speak, double think, blah, blah. The ability to simultaneously believe and not believe something is critical to the logic of fascism, because it necessitates the employment of rhetorical tactics that that allow you to, like, circumvent reality, basically. That's like the core of it, basically. Yeah, religious belief also does this to an extent, but the difference is that, like, religiosity often involves, like, speaking on the metaphysical, which is a bit more ambiguous by its nature, whereas, like, it's possible for people to sincerely believe or not believe things that are entirely, like, empirical. You know what I mean? A good example would be, like, I'm trying to think of, like, a really, really, really clear-cut example here, you know? Have you ever gotten the feeling that... Have you ever been arguing with a conservative and they've said something that's objectively incorrect, that can be, like, factually disproven, and you prove them wrong and they're like, oh, haha, okay, sure, and they have no counter-argument, and you know for a fact that they still believe that thing even though they just admitted that it's wrong? That's the phenomena that I'm talking about. People do this often with, like, trivial stuff, but the ability to do this habitually, even with, like, serious political stuff, requires significant brain damage. And that's why I don't believe any of the, like, fake memeing thing. It's like that John Doyle video about Beauty and the Beast, where his chat was, like, jerking, or, like, the YouTube comments were, like, masturbating over what an epic memester he is, and, like, no one can decipher the truth from his jokes. And it was just him saying, like, 99 retarded things, and, like, 3 of them he doesn't really believe, and the other ones he does. But, like, which 3 he doesn't actually believe would depend on what he's being called out for in that moment. That's not good memeing. Like, that's not actual, like... It's not anything, really. Sam Hyde style. Yeah, Sam Hyde does this, but to Sam Hyde's credit, he's also, like, smart enough to actually be funny with a lot of the stuff that he does and says. But yes, when it comes to his actual political beliefs, he does this 100%, yeah. That's basically what you do, though, Lamau Loki. No, it's not. I make jokes, but it's incredibly clear what I believe. There's no ambiguity at all to a person who follows me what I believe. I mean, I'll make jokes, but, like, I'm fully willing to clarify anything and everything. And I don't waver in that either.
I don't think most women can actually genuinely understand how lonely the majority of men are.
Yeah.
And you need to truly understand, if you're Joe Schmo, average in nearly every way, in Starbucks working, you ain't getting a DM ever.
He's spit.
You girls will never be lonely. As much as you might be unhappy with the possible suitors, you can at least fuck about and flirt if you feel sad.
What's with the stupid music? These TikTok videos, Alpha Motivation Zero, are meant for 14-year-old boys.
There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness. And I can prove this statistically. Why do you think it's all the men killing themselves compared to the women?
Some child is outside enjoying their life.
He is so goofy looking. Is it his ears?
Enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine.
Nothing
having
happens
fun.
by coincidence.
I hate happiness. I hate happy children. Anyway, you're all losers. We've discussed this before. I'm the king of the world.
I got straps in my wardrobe. Look in the wardrobe. Show the wardrobe. What suit am I gonna wear? What God? We're on the G like that. I'm gonna say right here, because
Wait, they didn't show any suits.
please roll up. You're not allowed guns in Romania, but you are allowed guns in your shooting range.
Romania is where he did the sex trafficking, right? Yeah? Okay, yeah. Then maybe that's why he wants guns in Romania, so he can, like, shoot the women if they try to run.
So I need my house registered as a shooting range. Bro, you don't know me. You're not allowed guns. There's a shooting range over there. Well, there's a shooting range. I'm a shooting range.
Alright.
Hold on, though. Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships
wow.
as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not gonna be calling me a pussy when I fucking roundhouse kick you in the head.
Wait, these aren't even interesting. Wait, these are boring. Where's the interesting ones? Is this one gonna be interesting?
Okay.
I'll be
Just so
calling
you
you a
guys know,
pussy.
If I had to choose, if I had to choose between a roundhouse kick in the head from you or a blowjob, knowing your history, I'd probably choose the roundhouse kick in the head.
I don't know what this. I don't. This is really embarrassing. I feel like all this is being made for the benefit of like an audience of 14-year-old boys who jerk off 8 times a day, and it's pulling upon memes and information that they have that I don't. I don't know how. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at this image right here. Am I being made to think this is like a masculine image? What am I looking at? What you can add all of the sad hip hop you want or whatever. You're not tricking me.
If you are a parent and you have a young son, or if you're a young guy, what you need to do is ban Hollywood. Do not allow yourself to watch a movie or a video ever again where a woman beats up a man, because it's not realistic and it's not true.
Holy shit. I can't fathom being this insecure, dude. This guy saw like Infinity War or something, and it's like seething, like sucking air in through his teeth because like Black Widow does a roundhouse kick at some point or something. Jesus Christ. He saw Captain Marvel once and hated it. Yeah. As a general rule, if you're looking for advice on being masculine or whatever, the last thing you ever want to look for are people who are selling themselves on being masculine. All of the enviable characteristics surrounding masculinity, like, would prevent you from being the kind of person who would market your masculinity, you know? Like, all of the, like calm, confident charisma that would like, you know, propel you in those regards just melts apart when you're trying to make it like a sales shtick. If you ever wonder, by the way, why the women are so distrustful of men, it's because men will look up to shit like this and go like, ah, yeah, role model. You know, I honestly can't blame women given those circumstances. It's pretty difficult. All the guys that I've hooked up with are massive, so they're not touching this guy with a, you know, a 10-foot pole. But if you're a woman, you might chance upon a straight guy. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. This is absolutely hetero culture, and it's weird as... The funny thing is, you know how conservatives will bitch and moan about black culture and how, like, black dudes idolize, like, rappers, and it teaches them drugs and violence and sex or whatever? This guy right here is unironically worse in terms of inspiration for people than, like, almost any imaginable rap artist as like a role model for a young guy. And I guarantee you it's like 99.9% white people who follow this dude. Andrew Tate said 40% of the reason he moved to Romania was because Romanian police were less likely to pursue sexual assault allegations. We stan an honest king. This shit's always so dangerous because all the young single guys will be pulled into it and just go through life like that. I do think that there is a failure on feminism here in that there hasn't been an alternative narrative presented to guys for how to be masculine. A lot of guys are really, really apologetic about their masculinity, which is why you have like this soy boy phenomena of guys who try to virtue signal by like performatively demonstrating how not masculine they are, which is pretty dumb. Is that feminism's fault? Yes. Any ideological movement which seeks to criticize toxic masculinity must find an alternate narrative around which to build it. Yeah. And I do think that feminism's gotten better about that, but it's not really been like the central focus. Well, it shouldn't be the central focus, but it hasn't been like something focused on enough, I don't think. Yeah. Never seen anyone in person who's apologetic of masculinity. I don't know. Maybe this is something people do online more because it's harder to read intentions online, so people tend to be a little bit more direct. But there are a lot of like left-leaning or feminist guys out there that are f***ing terrified of acting like, you know, a guy because they you know, they don't want to be assumed to be like a bad one or whatever. It's a thing, yeah. a kind of self-cucking, an ideological castration. It's unfortunate because I don't think it's that difficult to construct an alternate narrative about what it's like, what kinds of masculinity are acceptable. It's just something that hasn't really been like focused on that much. Nice guy mentality, yeah, to an extent, yeah. I'm a little scared of being a bad one. You know what? Honest to God, just fucking do whatever. Don't even worry about it. You don't need to be like, don't adopt harmful or negative characteristics, but there's nothing wrong with being masculine. Masculinity and femininity are just presentative and aesthetic like opposites on a binary spectrum of presentation. They encompass basically every element of human behavior. Almost anything that you can be or act like is charted somewhere on a masculine, feminine, or androgynous spectrum. Because we created those terms to be holistic descriptors of human behavior, more or less. It's all messy. Like, there's nothing wrong inherently with being masculine. Just like, don't be a shithead. I don't think it's that hard, right? Like, oh, and by the way, here's the thing that sounds kind of meaningless. Welcome to gender. If you ever are worried about like putting people off or whatever, here's the thing, okay? If you're like masculine, but totally not weird and totally normal, like you're not doing anything bad, some people, mostly women, are still sometimes going to be put off by you, and that's their problem, not yours. You have to accept that, okay? If you're not doing anything wrong, instantly other people's problems remain their problems. If you're doing something wrong, then it's your problem, but if you're not, it's theirs. If you care about somebody and they're put off by some elements of your behavior, you can talk about that with them and negotiate that and try to find reasonable compromises to make them comfortable. That's just a normal part of having friendships. That's not even like a gender thing. That's just like a normal thing that people do. But if you're like some big, deep-voiced, big dude and you get the feeling there are some people just kind of uncomfortable with that, fuck them. That's their problem, you know? Obviously, I'm not suggesting that you, like, it be like 1 a.m. and you be walking around the downtown area and you just run up behind women and sprint at them. You know, because like, oh, if they get scared by that, that's their problem. Like, don't be a fucking stupid. I'm just saying. Like, if you're just doing regular, normal self-expression shit and people get put off by it, like, as long as you're not doing anything wrong or threatening or harmful or whatever, then you're good. Don't worry about it. And people will appreciate your behavior. Also, can I be real with you guys? Okay? Listen, this is a secret the elites don't want you to know, okay? George Soros does not want you to know this. But it is true, and it does need to be said, okay? It is undeniable. I'm sorry, there's no getting around this. If you go to your average, like, young adult social spot, like a college or whatever, the kinds of guys who are noticeably lefty are also less likely to be masculine. It's true. There doesn't tend to be a huge overlap between the football team and like sociology, feminist, LGBTQIA, whatever clubs, okay? Which means that there are a lot of lefty girls who want to stay, you know, within an ideologically heterodox circle, but also want colossal masculine dick to ruin them, okay? And that's where you step up, all right? If you're like just a decently masculine guy who's also a lefty, and you're not communicating your leftiness through like, you know, like insincere feminine affectation, it's a supply demand thing. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Come on, you know I'm right. I went to college, okay? I went to college. I know. You're right. Goddamn right. A lefty, I don't believe in supply and demand. Oh, true. Be like Kim Kitsuragi. Well, I don't know if Kim Kitsuragi is necessarily super masculine, but he is amazing and also my boyfriend. Vosh, was that your angle? I wasn't getting laid in college that much. I was too busy preparing my psyche for the daunting task of being a YouTuber as soon as I graduated. Will masculinity and femininity still exist in a genderless world? The broader concepts, the concept of like aligning people's behavior and appearances and stuff like that along spectrums of presentation will, but I don't think they'll be called masculine and feminine, you know? Yeah, I'm personally disappointed by the lack of jock types in lefty spaces. Yeah, do you think there's a do you think there might be a reason why so much media made by leftists involves very masculine guys being surprisingly left-leaning? It's because it's a fantasy for a lot of people. There are a lot of people who want to like meet up with a group of lefties, and one of them is just some like colossal, like beefy guy who's incidentally left-leaning, you know? That's why Hassan's popular. Because mask presenting is shamed in lefty spaces? I don't think that masculine presentation is shamed. I just think that it puts some people off. But like I said, that's a them problem, right? As long as you're not doing anything like actually wrong, you know? I don't think it's really shamed. Generally speaking, people like feminine women and people like masculine men because people, whether or not they know it or like it, have biases towards the fulfillment of hegemonic gender expectations. It's a square peg in a square hole. It's a fulfillment of social expectations that people are culturally geared to look for. Irrelevant question, but how does science study the differences of humans if it doesn't recognize race? Through Kleins. Race is a very, very bad marker of genetic differentiation with humans. Kleins are, they describe distinct genealogical and geographic continuums in our DNA. It's a much more specific and scientific way of describing human biological differences. Doesn't that fit Hassan? Well, yeah, Hassan would obviously be an example of a hegemonically masculine guy who is also a lefty. And you might notice, Hassan is quite popular.